reason I'm making this video is because you will often hear Jehovah's Witnesses saying that they believe and follow the Bible and obey Jesus Christ. By the time you finish watching this video, their convictions will be tested. Do you really follow the Bible and obey Jesus Christ? The best way to answer that question is to read the Bible. And so I'll read some scriptures from the New World Translation of the Holy Scriptures and make sure of all things. Is the Bible being followed? And more importantly, is Jesus Christ being listened to and obeyed? So here's a scripture from the New World Translation. It's in Luke chapter 21. I'll read verse 7 and 8. These are the words of Jesus Christ. Listen carefully. Verse 7. Then they questioned him, saying, Teacher, when will these things actually be? And what will be the sign when these things are destined to occur? He said, that's Jesus Christ speaking now, he said, Look out that you are not misled, for many will come on the basis of my name, saying, I am he, and the due time has approached. Do not go after them. So, did you hear Jesus Christ's commandment? He said, do not go after them. Do not follow them. So now, if you want to make sure that you are obeying Jesus Christ's commandment, you need to determine if you are following anyone who came on the basis of Jesus Christ's name, saying that they are him or representing him, and that the due time has approached. So now I will use Watchtower magazine publications to show you that you are indeed going after people who said, I am he, or on the basis of his name, and actually told you that the due time has approached. Listen carefully. I'm going to read a short paragraph from the May 1st, 1959 Watchtower magazine. Please verify that what I am telling you is true. Look it up on your Watchtower CD, which you likely have in your possession. Here is what it says. Listen carefully. To hold to the headship of Christ, it is therefore necessary to obey the organization that he is personally directing. Doing what the organization says is to do what he says. That's what you will find in the May 1st, 1959 Watchtower magazine. So it is clearly evident from this Watchtower magazine that the governing body of Jehovah's Witnesses and its Watchtower Bible and Tract Society have stated that they are coming on the basis of Jesus Christ's name, that they are personally speaking for him. Remember what it said in the article? It said, doing what the organization says is to do what he says. Who is he? Jesus Christ. And so, is there any doubt left in your mind that they have come on the basis of his name, like the warning Jesus Christ gave in that scripture in Luke chapter 21, verse 8? Carefully think about this. In fact, if someone has the presumption to say to you that doing what the organization says is to do what he says, aren't they in fact saying to you that I am he? In other words, every word that comes out of their mouth, the organization, is what Jesus Christ said. So, yes indeed, the Watchtower Bible and Tract Society and the governing body of Jehovah's Witnesses are saying, I am he. So now, the second part of Jesus Christ's warning in Luke chapter 21 says that if these people tell you that the due time has approached, then you should not go after them. So have the governing body of Jehovah's Witnesses and the Watchtower Bible and Tract Society told you that the due time has approached? I think if you're a righteous Jehovah's Witness, you'll have to agree that yes indeed, they have. Please consider, just for one example, what they said about the year 1975. So now, you need to verify this in your Watchtower magazines and on your library CD. I recommend that you read very carefully the 1968 Watchtower magazine on August 15th and look for the article titled, Why Are You Looking Forward to 1975? If you carefully read that article, you will see that what they are in fact, or were telling you at that time, was that the due time had approached. And if you carefully question some Jehovah's Witnesses that were living during that time, you will discover that indeed that was the perception of all Jehovah's Witnesses, that the due time had approached in 1975. In fact, they believed that the end would be in 1975. And yet, we're more than 30 years later, and the end still has not come. So they were wrong. They were false. False prophets. Please carefully consider whether what they really said was the due time had approached. And I think you'll have to agree that yes, that is what they were saying in 1968 about the year 1975. So we've learned that yes indeed, the Watchtower Bible and Tract Society and its governing body did in fact come on the basis of Jesus Christ's name, saying that I am he. That's what it means when they say that every word that comes from their mouth is directly from Jesus Christ. They might as well be him. And they have also said that the due time has approached, and being completely wrong. And now, so the third part of this warning or admonishment from Jesus Christ, in fact, it's a commandment from Jesus Christ, is do not go after them. These are the words of Jesus Christ. So you need to decide, make sure of all things, are you going after them? Do you follow them, or are you listening to and obeying Jesus Christ? Very important.